Cardinals Seahawks Week 10 preview. The storyline.
I think the keys for the Arizona Cardinals coming up this Sunday against the Seattle Seahawks at University of Phoenix Stadium, I think it's simple once again. It's more about the Cardinals and not about the Seahawks and what the Seahawks are going to do. The Cardinals cannot turn the ball over 5 times, as they did 3 weeks ago at Quest Field. They just can't do that. They turn the ball over that rate, you are going to be doomed. The Cardinals need to protect the football, they need to limit their penalties, and they need to cut down on their mental errors. I'm going to continue to say this. Sound fundamental football is what the Cardinals need to do. It's not about the opponent anymore. It's about themselves. And as long as they take care of business, they can beat anybody left on their schedule. If they don't play sound fundamental football, they can also lose to anybody left on their schedule.
Matchup to watch for.
My matchup of the game for the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks is pretty simple. 3 weeks ago when these teams met, the Seattle Seahawks had the number 2 rush defense in the NFL. Now they're at number 17. They have been gashed against the run defensively the last couple of weeks. If the Arizona Cardinals can somehow find a way to run the ball effectively, consistently, not fall behind early, and not need the passing offense to dictate the offense the rest of the game, I think the Arizona Cardinals put themselves in a good position to control clock and control the game. I know the Arizona Cardinals have not shown anything to resemble a great running team so far this year. This should be the game where that changes against that Seattle defense. That's what I want to see. That, to me, is the matchup of this game, the Cardinals running backs and their run game against the Seattle rush defense.
Fantasy question.
All right, big fantasy question going into this week's game, Seattle and Arizona. First of all, I don't think you can trust any Arizona Cardinal running back. You think you can go with Beanie Wells, he gets 1 carry. Tim Hightower fumbles the ball, doesn't get a lot of yards per carry. And LaRod Stevens-Howlings, even though you might get some special teams points from him, just too risky of a start unless you're desperate in one of your leagues. On the flip side, Marshawn Lynch might be a good start this week against the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals have a tendency to give up some yards on the ground. As far as wide receivers are concerned, always go with Larry Fitzgerald right now. Seems like he and D.A. are at least on the same page. That's what I got in this week's Fantasy Watch for the Cardinals and the Seahawks.
Prediction.
Cardinals, Seahawks this week in a huge game in the NFC West. Winner of this game probably takes control of the division. Now, Seattle won the first time around 22-10, but I like Arizona in this game for a couple of different reasons. First and foremost, Hasselbeck's coming back from a concussion. He's probably not going to be sharp. Second of all, when Arizona played Seattle last time, they turned them over 5 times. They're not going to turn it over 5 times again, and Mike Williams is not going to go off the way he did in the last game. So I like Arizona at home to get the victory over Seattle. I'll give it to them by 6, 27-21, Arizona over Seattle.